ladies, fellas, what is up? It's your boy Kennymaximum, and today we'll be doing something a little bit different on the channel today, something I've never done before. So guys, please bear with me, drop me a like if you like. Anyways, I've actually caught wind that there might be a new revision to the Nintendo Switch coming next year summer. Now of course I have a Nintendo Switch, so I'm excited as hell for the new revision. However, however, there are some things currently wrong or need tweaking with the current Nintendo Switch version, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking about. 10 things that I'd like to see changed in the new revision. Anyways, let's jump right into it. Yes, that's a thing. It shouldn't be a thing, but it is. So Nintendo, please fix this thing. Man, and while we're on the topic of Joy-Cons, my left one has some fierce ghosting action going on. I don't know what's causing it, but it's happening and I need it going ASAP. This thing has been plaguing me for months and months. I can't play any game with this thing pretty much because it moves by itself. Very, very annoying. The only game recently that I've been able to play without any sweat is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And the reason is because I only need one Joy-Con. You can pick whichever one you want to play with in that game. But other than that, it is a nightmare. I don't know, maybe Nintendo demons got into this left Joy-Con. Either way, Nintendo, please fix it. Now, I don't know who the genius is or the geniuses are, but somebody decided it was a good idea to put the charging port at the bottom of the device. I don't like that. Somebody needs a pay cut. Nah, ain't nobody need no pay cut. Y'all chill, man. We got families to feed up in here. But this is madness. This is Sparta. My bad, I'm sorry. But anyways, you plop this kickstand out, right? And we'll get to this kickstand in a minute. Just you wait. You plop this kickstand out. You put this on a desk. You cannot plug a charging cable into this. How did all of their retinas just not see that as a flaw? They just left it there like that. Like, what? How do you do that? Listen, guys, I got a third-party kickstand, right? I haven't opened it yet. If you guys want to see an unboxing of that, you can let me know in the comments below. I can drop an unboxing video, show y'all guys how that works. But it's a kickstand that you would rest your Switch in, so it'll be kind of levitating like magic, and you can plug your charging cable inside of it. So, you know, something better than what Nintendo did and stuff. Nintendo, fix it. Now guys, I've seen my fair share of kickstands in my day, but never once have I seen a kickstand that is this flaccid in all my days of living. This thing has no stroke game. I don't know where I'm going with this, but we gonna reel it back in, okay? This thing is incredibly weak, not to mention it only has one. Why didn't they put two? You got two sides, put them on both sides, you know what I mean? Symmetry, death the kid, y'all know what I'm saying. But at any rate, they could have either put two weaker ones at each side or put one really strong one in the middle. But you know why they didn't do that? Because the charging port's in the middle. Fix it, Nintendo. Okay, so let's touch on the bezels just for a little bit. Now, personally, my taste, I would prefer a smaller bezel than this, but I can kind of see where they were going with this larger bezel, because when you have the Joy-Cons on there, of course, yeah, you want the bezel to be smaller. But when you're not using the Joy-Con, let's just say, for instance, you pop these off, right? Bam. You're just using a tablet by itself. You're gonna need someplace to grip, right? So your finger needs some bezel to grip onto. So I think that's what they were looking at when they made the bezel this large, because if you're just using it as a tablet on its own, let's just say now they have the YouTube app, you want to use the YouTube app without the Joy-Cons on there, you can hold it pretty well without having to worry about less bezel and you pressing things by mistake. So I think that's where they were going with that, but they can make it a little bit smaller. Nintendo, I'm not gonna press you too much about that, but that's just something I'd like to see in the next one. Just make the bezel just a little bit smaller, just please. All right, next one. Nintendo, please add Bluetooth support. I beg of you. I don't care what you gotta do to get it in there. Please just get it in there. This thing is a tablet. You can't have tablet without Bluetooth. I don't know what you're gonna do or how you're gonna work out energy resources or whatever the shenanigans is you gotta do. Please figure it out. Put it in the next Switch. Thank you. Well, it would appear that we have a little visitor today. We shall call him Mr. Dawkingson. You can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you guys. I did not have a script. That just happened. Okay, it just happened. Anyways, this thing has no Ethernet port. I don't understand why to this day Nintendo doesn't put Ethernet ports on any of their consoles. Why didn't you have an Ethernet port on your console? There's no excuse. I can't back them up on this. I've been trying to think of something, but I can't. I cannot. There's nothing stopping an Ethernet port from being on this thing. Why do I have to get a separate like USB adapter thing? Like, why would I need to do that? Clearly your competitors have Ethernet ports, and it's like, why don't you? It's not a big thing. It's not like a big graphical leap. It's an Ethernet port. Like, what? Put one on the new dock, Nintendo. Please. I'm begging you, man. Please. Next. Well, hey there, people in Nintendo. I hope you're all doing great. I know I'm doing fantastic myself. You guys might come a little bit closer. A little closer. A little bit more. Hey, come on, man. There's nothing to be scared of. You definitely should be scared. Why on earth doesn't this device come with a wrist strap? Like, are you kidding me? This is a $300 device aimed towards kids. What were you thinking not providing wrist strap support for the handheld? Blown my mind. It's all blown up and scattered all over the walls and stuff. Nintendo, please, you guys have to put a wrist strap in the next iteration of this thing. Please, not for my sake, but for every parent's sake out there that has to buy another Nintendo Switch next Christmas, okay? Please fix it. Next. Okay, so now if Nintendo does decide to upgrade the specs on this thing, I'd be incredibly happy about that. However, they need to be careful about how much they add into this because they don't want the price to skyrocket. My recommendation would be to increase the RAM and the CPU. Those two things should give it a nice boost without making it seem like it's really very much outclassing the old one. The old one will still be relevant. However, if you have games like Doom and stuff like that, you might be able to get a couple extra FPS from those games if you have, I guess, the upgraded hardware, similar to the new 3DS. That would be my 2 cents on that, Nintendo. You can do whatever you want. Just keep the price down to a minimum, please, for your own good. Anyways, next one. Man, y'all know I wasn't about to forget about no battery life, right? That is the most important part of the equation right now. Mario can defeat Bowser, Link can defeat Calamity Ganon, but they are both no match for this thing's battery life. You can get maybe a maximum of 2 hours from both of their respective games. Fortnite, you might get like 40 to 45 minutes. It is terrible. Terrible. Nintendo, I need you to focus a whole lot on improving the battery life. If you can give me 4 hours, that's all I'm asking for. If you give me 5, man, I will, whew, boy. But I'm just asking for 4 hours on average with most games. If you can give me that, I will be golden, because I mean, you can always carry around your portable chargers and stuff like that. But 4 hours to start with would be divine. Please, Nintendo, work on that. That is the most important thing you need to work on. Now, I don't know if you intentionally did that so the 3DS could still be relevant, but you need to not do that. Like, you're gonna bring out another version of the Switch, you're gonna need to increase that battery health. Alright guys, well that is my 10 things that I would like to see in a new Nintendo Switch revision. Now if you did like the video, please drop me a like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And I know y'all got opinions too, so I'd love to see them in the comment section as to what 10 things that maybe you want to see changed. I'm sure my list is not going to reflect your list exactly. You guys have some other things, you know, in mind too. I'd actually like to see it. And keep in mind, like I said, guys, this is my first time making a video like this. Hopefully I can get some more out. You guys can give me some feedback on maybe if you liked it. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of it. I don't know, but we'll see where it goes from here. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Kenny out.